After you watch this next video, I want you to ask yourself and be honest. Did she think at any moment, at any point in time in her life, that this would ever happen to her?
Surveillance video captured the incredible moment a Tampa woman fought off an attacker at her apartment complex's gym.
I said, if I keep going, if I keep pushing, I keep fighting, he's going to stop. He's going to let go, and he finally did.
She was exercising alone around 10 p.m. on January 22nd when she saw a man she'd previously seen at the gym trying to get in. But after 25-year-old Xavier Thomas Jones entered, this happened instead.
Next thing you know, I get up from doing my workout, and I grab my phone, and he just approaches me, and not a single word was exchanged. As soon as he was approaching me, I pushed him. I said, bro, what the F are you doing? I said, get away from me. And he kept trying to come towards me and kept reapproaching me.
Video shows Thomas Jones chasing her around the gym before grabbing Alma and pinning her down.
In my mind, I knew I was stronger than him, and I knew I could fight back.
The seasoned weightlifter seen here holding her attacker in a chokehold while trying to call 911 before throwing more punches, leading Thomas Jones to release his grip. Alma immediately ran outside, escaping to a nearby apartment.
I remember when I first started carrying a firearm, and I talked about carrying a firearm when I went to the gym. And there were some people who were questioning me like, why would I carry a firearm to the gym? That makes no sense. Who's going to come after you? Well, anybody who does a modicum of research would know that there are multiple cases of people engaging in mass shootings at gyms.
George Sodini killed 3 women, injured 9 others at the LA Fitness there. Police say he walked into a class, shut off the lights, and started shooting.
New developments in a deadly shooting at the 24-hour Fitness in Brentwood. 4 people were shot at the parking lot.
Why a man was shot and killed while he was working out at a Northside gym.
For some reason, people tend to put gyms and churches in this space where they think just because it's a microcosm of a very specific act or activity that they're somehow shielded from attack. We have a false sense of security in this society because we've done so well with our society. In our society, we, by and large, live relatively safe lives compared to other places. But that doesn't mean that certain things can't happen to you. And I guarantee you, when this woman saw this man at the door, her first thought wasn't, oh, this man's gonna try to attack me. Clearly not, because she let him in. It's as awesome and as beautiful as it was to see her fight back. No man can watch that video and honestly say to himself, if that man was way more determined, he wouldn't have been able to overpower her. And that's where the gun comes in, because that gun is supposed to be an equalizer. That's what the gun does. And people just have to understand and accept that. People don't want to accept that. People don't want to think, oh, I got to carry a gun to the gym. I got to carry a gun to the church. I got to carry a gun here, here, here. Yes, it sucks. It sucks. I don't like it any more than you do. I just want to be able to go out to the range and shoot my guns recreationally and have fun. But unfortunately, we live in a reality where we are surrounded by evil people who do want to do evil things to good people. In this particular case, this woman, if this man was way more determined and she did have a firearm that she could utilize against him, that would have equaled the playing field. He would have stood no chance. There's a video of a woman who's being attacked by a man. And what does she do? She utilized a firearm to overpower him. That if she had not had the firearm, he would have overpowered her. And you know, there's the whole situational awareness aspect to this video where, you know, if you're at an apartment complex and you're working out and you see someone who doesn't have a key card to get in, should you let them in? That's the thing about living in a society like we live in. There's this weird kind of balancing act of not wanting to be rude or offend someone and possibly sacrifice our safety as a result of it. There's a beautiful scene in the movie, The Girl Who Wears a Dragon Tattoo, where the guy says, you knew, in your gut, you knew you shouldn't open the door for me. You knew it. Everything told you you shouldn't. But your fear of offending me made you open the door anyway. I thought that was a beautiful scene because it explains perfectly what we have to deal with in our society. Yes, I've done it myself. I've been at apartment complexes. I've been in places where somebody doesn't have a key card and I let them in because they seemingly don't seem like a threat. Just like she didn't think that this guy was actually going to attack her, but he did. And that's where the gun comes in. Because now at that point, since that first wall broke down where she said, this could be a good idea or a bad idea, turned out to be a bad idea. So now she has a firearm to equalize the playing field, so now that she can defend herself. Because I assure you, if the guy was persistent in his attack, this would have gone entirely different. So don't let this video fool you into thinking, I really just want to implore all the women out there, like, don't think just because you've gone and taken some self-defense classes and you learn to throw a couple punch and kicks that you're going to be able to do this exact same thing against a man who's determined to harm you. That is not how reality works. This woman was lucky, which is why I'm such an advocate of women learning how to use a firearm, learning how to use some type of self-defense weapon, so that when they find themselves in a situation with a bigger and a stronger man, they have the means and the ability to fight back effectively. And I just hope that what this does do is, in her mind, instill the necessity of possibly having to carry a firearm. And when evil decides to pull your card, you need to be in a situation that you can do something about it effectively. Not just do something, not just feel like you can do something, but be able to and actually have the means and capability to do something effectively against that.
You know how frightening it is to think about what happens in the moments before, during, and even days after having to use your gun in self-defense? When you first start carrying a gun for protection, it can be a very scary and nerve-wracking experience, especially if you haven't gotten the education and training you need to feel confident. I've been there myself, hoping I never have to go through a self-defense shooting, which is why I'm a member of the USCCA. As a USCCA member, you can eliminate some of the stress of carrying a gun for protection by accessing the amazing wealth of firearm education, training, and current state-specific gun laws of your state or states you may travel to. This can help you be prepared for, or hopefully even avoid, a self-defense incident. As a bonus, members automatically become insured on the self-defense liability insurance policy purchased by and issued to the USCCA. Click below to learn more. So help me spread this message by liking and sharing this video with everyone you know. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, because the Second Amendment, when it said militia, it wasn't talking about the government. It was talking about you. Also, if you want to know where to find the I'm the Militia shirt and merchandise, click the I'm the Militia link in the description section of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you hit that bell symbol.